We're walking around the Marvel exhibit. There's the fucking actual metal Captain America shield, right? And he was like, whoa, like from the movie. And the lady at the exhibit was like, oh, you wanna hold it? And he was like, yeah. So he's holding it, and he was like, how much is this? And then she was like, it's 250. And then he was like, we don't have that kind of money.
So a YouTuber has unveiled their new secret project. We all love it when tubers do super secret projects.
Who, Mr. Beast?
They have hashtag secret projects.
Hashtag secret project. That makes it more serious.
So her name is Ruby Franke, and she just got charged with 6 felony counts of child abuse.
Oh my god, this lady? Oh my god.
Well, it was obviously a secret project. Nobody knew.
She didn't want anyone to know.
I'm like, what kind of entrepreneurial is
The 8 passengers thing?
What's that?
Is it that?
The channel 8 passengers, yeah.
Who is she? What does she do? I don't even know about her.
Describe what's going on.
His favorite style of channel.
There's a YouTube channel called 8 Passengers, and they have a now defunct family vlogging channel. Apparently, they have a 12-year-old son, right? And he climbs out of a window and ran to a neighbor's house asking for food and water, and he appeared to be like malnourished, emaciated, had deep lacerations after being tied up with a rope.
What?
And they would do all kinds of weird fucking pranky-ish things.
She's like a proponent for like hard parenting too.
Wait, what? Yeah. What kind of fucking pocket of YouTube is this?
So she's like a family vlogger?
Family vlogger. Yeah.
But was fucking abusing the shit out of her child?
She was starve the shit out of these kids, yeah.
So what was the secret project?
You're not vlogging. I mean, sometimes they would have
catch little things.
Little glimpses on camera, little hints of things going on, she kept the secret project really secret. Which is why we didn't know about it until the police charges came out.
She was trying to do a drop.
What would be like a thing they caught? Would be like a whip in the background or something?
The one thing I saw was there's this one with one of her older sons, and they're just like kind of vlogging, talking, and then he says something like, oh yeah, like when I got my room taken away, I had to sleep on a different room, like on the floor for like 8 months or some shit. Whoa. And she was like, no, you know what I mean, like.
And she didn't choose to edit that out.
Well, she's just like, oh, it's too good, I can't take it out.
Well, because like if you think about it, she's proud of her parenting style. So some stuff she's gonna hide, some stuff she's gonna keep.
There's something funky up here that's going on, obviously, because she doesn't know that even that, like to cut that, make sure it's all good. Like there's
Mercury retrograde, dude.
Her name is Ruby.
Her name is Ruby, yeah, Ruby Franke.
She fine or what?
Did she define what the secret project was?
You would like her, yeah.
What was the secret project?
Oh, she was abusing her kids.
Okay.
She didn't want to release it too early.
Yeah.
Oh, you better watch out, dude. That's been up Joe's nose.
Oh, yeah.
Probably been between his butt cheeks, too.
Okay,
so then cops, right? So now you get the kid going to the neighbor's house. They call the cops. Police search their house. They find her 10-year-old daughter in a similar condition, also malnourished. Also malnourished is what they use as a term, right? In total, the 4 children are still living at home, were taken under care of Utah's Child and Family Services, and her 2 other kids happen to be adults. She has been charged with 6 felony counts of aggravated child abuse.
She got a lot of kids, huh?
4 kids?
What's up with the husband?
Yeah, where's the dad at?
Oh, that's another fucking. Isn't that like another thing where he's saying that he didn't know or some shit?
He's just filming everything.
Is that what he's saying?
I thought it was. I thought I saw something of the husband acting like, oh, I had no idea or something.
That his kids were starving?
That's still bad parenting.
This one just focuses on Ruby. It doesn't say anything about the.
I'm not sure if that's true, but I thought I remembered maybe Philly D was saying something about like he claiming he was innocent or something.
I love Philly D. Shout out to Philly D.
Shout out to Phil. Fuck that guy. Fantasy football. I hate him. Yeah, he snakes me on the picks. No, so she had 2.3 million subscribers, and now her channel got taken down earlier this year as people like Phil were calling out the channel and what kind of the fucked up nature of things. Yeah. Strict parenting tactics, threatening to take away meals. Like, and she's doing this on camera. Like, she's down to just. Like,
she's threatening to take away.
And you know, we all growing up is like, if you don't finish your dinner, you're not gonna fucking eat or whatever. Yeah. But like, this is like repetitive, and like she's actually threatening to not feed her children.
But at the same time, it's like if she's doing strict parenting and that's her thing, but she still got like 2.3 million subs. Like that's people that are like
What's her most
co-signing onto that. You know what I mean?
Huh?
What's her most popular video? Like what is she known for?
Beat the shit out of my kids today.
One of them I saw was like, I think she has her kids make their own like school lunches, if I'm not mistaken. And if they wake up too late or they don't finish in time and they just have to go to school, then she's like, all right, well then you don't eat. And then she doesn't give them like a way to get food when they're at school.
School
like,
gives you food if you don't have money for it, though.
You beg or you steal it from other kids. That's what we used to do.
these kids.
No, the school system now, like if you don't have money for lunch, they'll still feed you. Like they won't let you starve.
These kids weren't getting school lunches. They were like, maybe they felt like they weren't allowed to get the lunch.
Were they in public school though? I don't know.
I guess we don't know that.
Imagine just homeschool.
Neighbors also say that they were concerned about the way that she was treating her kids, and they would try to do little things like to
Sneak them a little cracker.
I don't know if it was that, but they're just saying that
Famous Amos cookies.
they thought that the Franks behaved strangely and what they called inappropriately at sometimes, because she would give like sermon-like lectures over what she called inappropriate posters of women posing in shorts that were just displayed in someone's garage, and she would just insert herself into neighbors' business, and then the neighbors are like, "These people are fucking weird, right?"
Yeah.
And
She has a little Westboro going on.
Yeah, she's that mom, huh?
That's fucking crazy.
Can we like enforce some just like mandatory parenting classes for anybody who has parents or kids in this country?
They'll never do it.
I'm scared already. Mandatory parent.
Or they'll do it in communities that don't even need it.
Apparently, she took away Christmas for the kids one year
Good.
Damn.
Had it coming. We're bad kids.
because she would say things like they're not repenting correctly, which is like a Mormon term for
And there's only a couple ways you could do it.
sinning.
Correct.
People don't know that. You know.
Yeah. How do you feel about this, Bart?
I don't know. I'm kind of have mixed feelings because I feel like on one end, hard parenting is good. I actually think that I'm a fucking pussy ass parent because sometimes like I do want to go like if you don't finish, like if you don't finish and like the time's up, I'll take your food away. But then I think about his little stomach and it's like making a little these
growling,
noises.
dude. He's hungry.
I feel so bad for him. I'm like, all right. You know?
Here's a prime rib.
That's a fucking pussy, okay?
The whole box of goldfish.
Because I do hear the stories of like my parents' generation where it's like because of how hard it was in the house, it like you don't really get entitled motherfuckers in that generation. You know, like back then, like my parents would tell me like they all have brothers and sisters, and you know like in Asians you eat family style. So when the food comes and it goes dinner time, everyone is boom. Everyone, whoever eats the fastest gets the most food or whatever. Taika doesn't have any siblings to compete with, so I'm like,
You gotta compete with
if you don't eat this, your imaginary brother's gonna come and just gobble it all up. You know, I don't have like these other parenting tactics.
Is there anything that you consciously did to make sure that like he didn't get the negative effects of having it too easy though? Did you ever like think about like, oh, I don't want everything to just be like like what are the things you make him?
I try really hard to like, cause I know like when you have like a good life, it's more prone to producing like an entitled, spoiled kid. So I try really hard, at least as hard as a pussy guy can, to like make him work for everything.
What's up? I'm a pussy guy.
For example, I never buy him anything that he wants. He has to prove to me that he earned it. So like if we're at the grocery store, can I have like this Hot Wheels? Like what did you do to earn it? And if you could name something on the spot, I'm like, okay, that's cool. Or he'll go do something and next week we come back.
Does he have to do something, or does he give you a cheeky little fucking grin? He's like, I smiled.
Yeah, what's the funny thing he said he
I
did
said I
that
love
doesn't
you,
count?
Daddy.
Yeah.
He usually doesn't. I don't think he's at that like have a rebuttal immediately phase. It's more like, can I have this? And say like, we'll come back next week when you get an A or whatever.
We'll come back in next week.
Oh,
But that's gonna be forever. Like he's in that phase.
he's right though. That's forever for a kid.
That's
like,
a long time.
Yeah, he's like, but
like
what
next
if they
week.
run out? Like we're at the Marvel fucking exhibition in Vegas where there's like giant Hulk, giant whatever Iron Man, and I think he really wanted like this Marvel toy, and then he was like he wanted it, and then this one was we're teaching him budgeting, so we give him $5 a week.
We're teaching him budgeting.
Do you call it budgeting?
we call it like allowance.
Okay.
But then we give him $5 every single week, and then he has an actual ledger. So at the beginning of the week, we ask him, what do you want to do with this $5? And then we force him to save at least $1. So he knows there's one that's savings, one is to spend on whatever he wants, and he writes it down in his little chart. And then the other one is help. It's like help other people. Like what if grandma needs new flowers? Who's gonna help her? So he understands to like give.
That's
So we do that every single week.
Has he started bitching about prices yet?
Not yet, but he did have like.
He's like, nothing's $5.
Oh no, he actually did.
Dad, inflation's killing me, Dad.
No, he did actually, because then we're walking around the Marvel exhibit. There's the fucking actual metal Captain America shield, right? And he was like, whoa, like from the movie. And the lady at the exhibit was like, oh, you want to hold it? And he was like, yeah. So he's holding it, and he was like, how much is this? And then she was like, it's $250. And then he was like, we don't have that kind of money.
He pulls out his ledger. He's like, I don't have no money for this. You know how long I have to work for this?
He lights a fucking cigarette. Oh shit.
He's like,
It's a lot of weeks I gotta wait. That's my whole life.
The fact that he's speaking for you both is really funny to me. This guy? You want him to buy that shield?
He only gives me $5 a week.
In your dreams, lady. He's broke.
That was one of those like moments, because it could have easily gone, oh, but I really want it, I really want it. Like, you know, like when the kids start begging, and then like then your fucking heart breaks. You're like, oh fuck, but it is a lot. Well, I don't want to buy this stupid thing. He's just gonna use this as like a fucking frisbee later, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm glad he was like, we don't have that kind of money. I'm like, yeah, we don't definitely.
That's great. That's great.
That's really smart.
Damn.
I gotta teach the kids how to budget.
So no secret projects at home.
That's good parenting.